The king is back. Surprise, surprise, motherfucker. The king is back.
Hey everyone. Welcome back to White Rabbit Trading. Don't forget to follow the White Rabbit and read the disclaimer below. Remember, I'm not a financial advisor, everything here is just for educational purposes. Now, let's dive into the charts and talk about what's ahead for Bitcoin as we enter a new month. Okay, first, let's take a quick look back at October and how things panned out. Last month, we focused on key levels based on statistical averages. We were expecting an average move down as a pullback before possibly hitting new highs. Bitcoin retraced deeply into the average loss level and landed right around the wick percentage zone, where there were lots of confluences. From there, it played out to the upside, giving us almost a 25% swing from high to low and about a 10% gain from open to close. Not too bad, right? It's important to remember that these are average moves. They're not guarantees. Different factors and levels play into it. But averages do give us a rough guide on where things might go and help plan trade ideas around that. With each month's new data, we keep adding to our statistics to make them even better over time. Now let's shift gears and look at November's stats. Historically, November has closed positively about 64.29% of the time. In those positive months, the average gain was around 20.98%. With a median of 12.63%. Wicks to the downside averaged 6.14%, with a median of 4.97%. On the flip side, for the 35.71% of the time Bitcoin closed negatively, the average loss was around 17.34%. Given that we're currently in an uptrend, I'll focus on the bullish outlook, but we'll also cover what signs to watch for if things turn bearish. We're looking for levels where price might travel if it stays within these averages, and we'll highlight confluence levels within those areas. For instance, a potential wick down this month could bring Bitcoin to around $65,900, with a midpoint at $66,700. Median and average targets sit around $79,000 and $85,000, while average losses would take us below last month's low to about $59,000. Currently, Bitcoin has broken past its previous resistance and reached the top of the range, where it found some resistance again and is now retesting the previous level as support. Now, whether that support holds or not is anyone's guess. We can only prepare for both scenarios and make decisions based on live data as it unfolds. For now, I'm treating this area as support until proven otherwise. I'll be looking for opportunities to get in at this support level for potential higher prices, with a clear plan for where to exit if things change. To get a sense of where this support stands, let's examine what levels are here. First, we have an SR level that Bitcoin already touched and reacted from. If we see a deeper pullback, we'll check if there's more support beneath this area. We also have potential average wick levels within this SR level, which lines up nicely. Adding the volume profile for both local and overall range, we see a point of control right here, adding another layer of confluence. We also have additional signals like an anchored VWAP, a daily Fibonacci retracement, a 6-hour order block, last month's equilibrium, and a 0.382 Fibonacci retracement from the $49,000 low. The 5-day and weekly 5 EMA also fall in this area, along with support levels on the time price chart. So, within this support zone, I'm watching for structure-based setups for the next move. With Bitcoin currently in a 12-hour and daily uptrend, I'm focused on setups to the upside and not interested in short positions locally. But we also need to stay flexible if things turn. If Bitcoin loses this support level and starts breaking daily structure to the downside, that would show some weakness and a shift in momentum. In that case, I'd look to target lower support levels with a possible eye on the average loss level, as this would suggest a longer range or consolidation period before the next big move. But this is all hypothetical for now. There's no need to predict a breakdown while support is holding. I keep it simple, and that's been effective for me. One last thing to keep in mind is timing. On average, Bitcoin finds its November lows around the 10th or 11th of the month. When we're in a weekly uptrend, as we are now, the low tends to appear within the first 7 to 8 days. During election years, it typically comes earlier in the month. This means we could expect a pullback at the monthly open to form the wick, potentially resuming the uptrend if it's not invalidated. If this plays out differently, we'll adjust our levels accordingly. The yearly Fibonacci timing also aligns with the end of next week, which could be interesting, as it matches the timing of previous November lows. So, we'll watch to see if Bitcoin reaches that timing mark with either a continuation or a rejection. Alright guys, that's it for today's quick update. As always, follow the White Rabbit for more updates, and don't forget to check out the disclaimer below the video. Let's see what November brings. Stay safe, enjoy the journey, and I'll see you in the next.